Somebody's asked for a black and white painting, so I thought, like, well, why not? Let's do a black and white painting. I've got a good tube of black here. I'll show you what it is. It's acrylic sill paneling or whatever. I think it's made in Thailand, but it's good. It's a little bit runny. It run down my board there, and I've got some white up there. You see the white didn't run, but the black has run down the board. But it's okay, so you can judge if your paint is thick enough by put it on a vertical surface like that and see if it runs down too much. If it does, it's a little bit runny, but not necessarily no good. Okay, let's come in here and have a look. A lot of white, and we'll put it in the area where we need white. I don't know what I'm going to paint today. I'll make it up as I go along. Okay, that's some white in the middle, and we're going to black, so we'll put some black up here and get a bit of black colour up there somewhere. Now, because we want it bright in the middle, I'm not putting black in the middle here. This is what's called tones of colour. You see that pale tone there? That's about halfway to the back, and then the very back is going to be white. So we'll colour this in with a paler tone of the black. A bit more white. It looks like it's going to be a forest scene. They're easy to paint. They're so easy to paint, so we colour it in down here somewhere. And across the bottom, we'll colour it in. It's very black down there. We'll come over it with some lighter colours later if you want to. And up this side, that's a good shape for people to look at. It catches your eye. This white in the middle and these colours around the outside, they catch your eye, and that's what we want to do. Okay, that black dries pretty fast. See, that's a bit dry there. A bit dry up there. Well, the white's dry too. Okay, we just colour that in. That'll give us a start. The masking tape here, I'm coming right out onto the masking tape. Don't leave little bits around the edge. It becomes annoying when you want to frame the picture and there's white bits around the edge. It attracts the eye to the edge of the painting, and you don't want that, so we have our dark colours all around the edge. So that's a layout. With a bit of white on the brush, I'll lighten that so it's further away. Let's have some further away here. That's taking that back, and we'll take it well back. Oh, it's gone darker than I want there. We'll lighten this, okay. We'll lighten that. The brush was clean down there, see? So I can get some white happening in here, not too dark. Okay, let's try that for a starter. Now, I think it'll be a rainforest, actually. I think it will. So we'll come in here, with a little bit of ground there. Take this back. Take it back with the tones, take it back. And that's the reflections, yes. Okay, there like that. And then the ground down here. It's not too dark, we'll take that back a bit. Okay, now clean the brush. And we can load it with some dark and light. That white paint's a bit lumpy, it'll be okay. So we've got dark on one side of the brush and light on the other. Not much dark because we've already got the dark over there. We'll start over in the top corner and dab a bit on. Well, let's turn this into foliage here. And there, and there. The light shining in that direction. Just give us some foliage of some sort there. And here, bigger foliage. Bigger foliage. Not too bright. That's a bit too bright. The brush is dirty. Something like that. That's okay. And here. We'll come down just a few tips of foliage on there. And I've just put white on the brush now. It's a bit of a raggedy old brush at the moment. That'll do. And a few down brush strokes to show us something's in the distance. Over here. And that'll be reflecting into the water, which will be there. So the water's there. Water reflecting there. There, I'm just lightly brushing that to get a tone coming up into what will be water. Then let's detail this side here. Bits and pieces. few darks. You need some darks in amongst the lights. Can't I have all lights on this foliage? Just a few darks and lights in there. The foliage hangs into here. Here. This is the background. We're not detailing at the moment. We're just putting a motley background in so we can paint what we like on the front of it. Now come down the bottom here and I'll unload the brush across the bottom. Then let's go to the fan brush. Pick up quite a bit of dark and light. Like that. I'm not happy with that white paint. It's sticky. There's a bit. That's okay. Got light and dark. Okay, tree ferns. Oh. That was wrong, that was upside down. You want the dark on the bottom for tree ferns. That should give you tree ferns. And try and get them crossing a little bit, try to get them to cross each other. Tree ferns, and down like that. There, that's looking more like it. It looks pretty, even in black and white it looks pretty. Now I'm going to unload this here, like that. Clean the brush and load it again. You see the paint running? I just loaded that on there. So we take a big bit of black paint, big bit of white paint, and we put it on here, there. That goes over that one, that's okay. Let's have ferns come over, ferns. Make sure you leave a little bit of light through there. Maybe I should have had a bit more light through there, but it doesn't matter. Right. A big one here. Across the other side. Another thing, make sure your ferns come in from outside the painting. Don't let them run along the top here, along the top of the painting. Don't do that. Let them come in from outside, or ferns or trees or whatever it is. As long as you've got the light and dark tones, it'll look okay. And back here in the distance, right back here, have little ones back here, something to here, something interesting, a bit more reflections. There. Put a bit of colour on there, there. A bit of colour to attract your eye to there, a bit of white there. Okay. See the tones? Slightly darker tones as we come forward. That looks good. Yeah, we'll have all little bits on the ground there. Now, bits here. That's reflections in the water. You bring them down like that. And then across like that. And this fan brush seems to want to make streaks, so let's see how it goes. Now we need to watch our perspective. We're looking down on that, we're looking up at that. That's no good. The bank has to finish about there. So let's finish it across there, that's better. And to bring this forward, we need some bright bits here. And some dark bits to bring it forward of the background. You see how that come forward? I do want a prominent bank here. I could do it with a brush, but I'll do it with a knife. It's just so much quicker. There, wipe the knife. And there's white on the edge of the knife. Give us some rocks. Ooh, messy rock. It's okay. And a clean fan brush might put a bit of grass there, like that. And to get that distance there, I've got some pure white on here. Ooh, I've got the shakes today. We'll put the pure white back there. That'll attract your eye right back there. Okay, and while there's a bit on the knife, I'll try and unload some across there. That white is very sticky, it won't come off the knife properly. There we go. That'll do. So now I need some grass along here, so I'll put a bit of wet paint there and the fan brush will take that up into grass. You see, this is techniques. You learn the techniques and you can sit back and relax and paint your own little scenes. If they come out okay, that's okay. You could fiddle around and put your paint here and there and here and there, exactly. That's for later. When you become a master, then you can put the paint exactly where it should be. But at this stage, just put the paint on and enjoy yourself. Have great fun. Look at that grass. I have to get my mower out. Wow. Let's add a bit of white in the grass. Not too white near the edge. It's better off white about there. And you don't want the eye attracted to the edge too much. Okay, at this stage that's okay. How about a big tree? I'm using this, it's a nylon brush, nice little brush, quite good. Not an expensive brush. I can't see who it's made by. Oh, it's made in another country, I can't read it. Size 20. I'll start by just picking up some black and we'll put a tree down through here, down through this boring bit here, like that. It's a rather straight tree. And trees grow straight in the forest usually, and when they're not in the forest they spread out a bit like a mushroom. We'll put it straight at the moment, this one, and you couldn't see all that, that's better. And a branch, I like a branch to come, well, we'll take it up there, we'll keep our fern tree if we can. We'll have it come over here, there, how's that for a branch, something like that. I'll put some white on that edge of the brush, bring it down there, make it look round. And pull it down again, I'm rolling the white off the edge of the brush there, it's quite thick. There. And we'll take it on up here, there, maybe a bit falling into there. That should be dark. Okay, I'll darken it. And unload my brush there. Now the fan brush again, before this dries I'll tidy it up a little bit. And with this is a soft haired brush. I forgot my gloves today. I'm a pretty good boy, I haven't got so much on my hands, that's good. We'll unload the brush into branches here and there. If you keep them dark, they won't blend back into the background, see, they look forward. Either dark or white at this stage. And I want a vine because I want it to look like a forest. So we'll have a vine hanging from right up here. Just bring it down, drag your brush down, across there. This one come down and meet it. Like that. Bit hanging off there into the water. I want that vine darker. And if it had a white line on it, it would be easier to see too. Dark. The vine climbs a tree like this, goes up the tree, the vine's going around the tree. And up here even. So bits hanging off the tree. There's stuff on the ground. That bit there's not dark enough. There. Now we need some branches. Let's have some little branches over here. In the background some branches. Maybe a bit of white, wouldn't they? Let's do white branches, light colour. I'm going to have to find some clean white paint. Here we are, clean white paint. Let's see what happens, that's better. Much more controllable if your paint is the right consistency. A few here. And that's a tree fern, it doesn't have branches. Yes, this white paint is working a lot better, so be careful your paint's not sticky like mine was today. Let's get some big ferns here. Coming out here to give contrast. So big fern there. No good. I wanted that to be dark there. Okay, maybe next time, that's better. Too much white. Dark. And let's have one go up into here. I've learnt my lesson. The fan brush should be clean before you pull it down into there, I guess. Right. Not too fancy going out of the picture. Coming into the picture, yeah, have whatever you wish. Let's have little ferns on the ground here. There's a bit of colour here. It's a bit messy there, but it looks okay. Quite often in the bush you can't see what's going on. And I want this side to attract your eye in also, so I'll come from out there and bring a couple in like that. So that sort of makes your eye come in. Straighten that bit up. And I think we've got it. I'll sign it. I'll put a little bit at the top here to stop your eye being attracted out of the picture too much. By that tree, I'll break the tree off the top there. Comes in like that. Okay, so that's an easy one for you to practice if you want to. I made a mess of this one, it's a bit messy, but it doesn't matter. Some turn out terrific, some turn out messy. And you can see how you can get depth in a painting with the tones of colour. This is from dark tones to light tones. There's light tones of black in the background and dark tones of black in the foreground. But then we also have light and dark, light and dark. Everything's from light and dark. The trees are all from light to dark. The branches all light to dark. The background to foreground is from light to dark.